Hi Damsels, it's Rowan here. So today's video I'm going to be sharing some very exciting news, and no, I am not pregnant. I shared something on my Instagram story the other day saying that I had some exciting news and there's gonna be changes happening, and a lot of you thought I was pregnant. Trust me, if I was pregnant, you would not be hearing it that way. Like, it would be a totally different announcement, but no, there is no baby. I think it's something great. It's something wonderful, and it's something that I've been waiting for a very, very long time. Before, I was working as a teaching assistant in a high school. So for those of you guys that don't know much about that part of my life, when I went to school for elementary education. So I am allowed to teach students that are from first grade to sixth grade, and I can actually teach a grade level below my certification and a grade level above. So technically, I think I could do kindergarten to 7th. At the time, I was substituting in an elementary school, and although I did really love it, and I loved the staff and I loved the kids, nothing was really going anywhere with that job, so I had to leave them, and I got offered a position as a teaching assistant in a high school, which is where I used to work. That is no longer my job anymore. I made so many amazing memories with that school. I loved the kids. Going into it, I didn't know that I was gonna be able to handle high school kids, because high school kids and elementary school kids are totally, like, a totally different ballpark. It's two totally different worlds. I didn't know how I was gonna do with it, but they became my family, and I loved every moment that I was with that school. As of right now, I am no longer working as a teaching assistant in that school because I got offered another position to be an elementary school teacher for a 5th grade class. I was so like beyond thrilled that this opportunity was literally just dropped in my hand, especially like in the middle of the year. It was a very hard decision for me. I was going back and forth, like, is this what I want? Is this not what I want? Like, do I still want to pursue high school? At a moment in time, I did feel that I wanted to pursue a high school education, like to go back to school for high school and teach high school kids. But at this moment in time, it's just not doable for me. Money-wise and time-wise, I just don't have the time or the money to go back to school and study again. And I know that deep down, I was meant to teach elementary school kids. I remember when I was substituting in the elementary school before I got my teaching assistant position, I just loved being with the kids, and I loved teaching them. And like when they got that like aha moment, like when their light bulb would go off in their head, like, oh, I get this like math equation, I get this reading skill. Like, I just felt so content in that moment that I was like, this is definitely what I wanted to do in my life. I'm going to be basically a full-time teacher now. So before, I was a teaching assistant. So teaching assistant and teacher is totally different, like, responsibilities. A teaching assistant is kind of just like where you would go into the room and you would help the teacher in any way that she wanted, and also be a support for the kids. So I wasn't really lesson planning for a teaching assistant job. I mostly would just like go into the room, whatever the teacher wanted me to do, I would do, and then be a support to the kids. I was a part-time teacher as well as a teaching assistant. It's definitely not as much responsibility as having an actual classroom and teaching students and like lesson planning and stuff like that. So I'm very excited for this new chapter in my life. This does mean that I'm going to have to give YouTube a step back a little bit, just because I want to put my full attention on this job, especially since I am getting it mid-year. I want to make sure that I prove myself to the principal and the assistant principal and all of the other staff in the school that I am capable of doing the work and giving them my all, and just doing 110%. And of course, I want to be there for the kids, and I want the kids to understand that I am there for them, and I'm there to help them learn, and I am just very excited. I am very nervous. I am kind of scared. This is gonna be my first full-time teaching position since I graduated back in 2014. I think I graduated. No, with my master's, I think I graduated in 2016. It's been a dream of mine to have my own classroom and to have my own set of kids to teach. Like, it's literally been a dream of mine. All of my friends that I went to school with in college have had their own classrooms. They've been teaching for years, and there was a thought in the back of my head that maybe this is not what I was meant to do. I had a very bad experience, and I'm not gonna get into that, but I had a very bad experience experienced before where I was basically told that maybe teaching wasn't the right decision for me, and it was something that broke my heart. Like, to this day, or before I got this teaching position, I would literally like cry and say like, is this what I was meant to do? Is that why like I'm always like always under someone, that I'm not like capable to run my own classroom or capable to teach students? Is that why I haven't found a job yet? I'm not saying any of this to put you down. Again, that teaching assistant position was like literally, I feel like it was like a gift from God, because I was struggling so much to find a job. I was able to be a support for high school kids who, like, you never know what students are going through, and it's such a totally different experience. And like, if you're a teacher, you know this, like, students depend on you for everything. You're not just their teacher, you're like their nurse, their caregiver. Like, you have to make sure that they understand that you are there for them and you are there to help them. And that's all I really want my students to understand, is that I am there to help them. Like, I am there to teach them and to help them grow and succeed so that they continue to move up in life and do what they want to do, you know? Teachers make doctors, teachers make businessmen, teachers make accountants, teachers make everything, you know? Like, that's how you start. That is when you first start to grow as an individual, is in school. You spend all of your time in school. So I'm just very, very excited is what I'm trying to say. I'm so sorry I'm going off into so many different tangents. I hope that you guys can understand that even though this is going to take me away from YouTube for a little bit, I promise that I will learn how to balance both being a mom to Sophie, being a wife to my husband, being a teacher to my students, and also being a YouTuber on YouTube. But for now, I am going to take a step back and just kind of focus on this part of my life. Don't forget, there are weekends, there is summer break, so even though I might not be as available as I have been, once that summer break comes along, I will definitely give it my full throttle, because I will not have to worry about, you know, lesson planning and grading and all of that stuff. So I just want to focus on my job right now, and I hope that you guys can understand that. I wanted to share with you guys something that my friends Erica and Saria got for me, and I was totally not expecting it. So obviously, because they are my really good friends, they did find out early on, like when it happened, when I got this job. They immediately just jumped into congratulating me and just being so super supportive, and I just wanted to share this with you guys because I thought it was so cute. So obviously, as a teacher, we do get to decorate our room a certain way, and hopefully I will bring the Disney aspect into my room. Obviously, I don't want to focus on decorating right now because it's more about, like, you know, teaching the kids, and of course, like, when I have time to decorate my room, I will, but like right now I'm more focused on lesson planning and getting the material ready for my students, and developing a really good relationship with my students. Saria is also a teacher, and she also decorates her room, of course, like Disney themed. So her and Erica decided to get me something that I can put in my room, which I thought was so, so sweet. And it is a Jim Shore of Minnie as a teacher. So Minnie as a teacher. So I just got a little bit closer to show you guys this Jim Shore figurine. So of course they know I love Jim Shore. They were so happy for me for this, you know, new opportunity that I have been working so hard for. It is Minnie as a teacher, and on the board it says 1 + 2 = 3. So obviously I'm teaching 5th grade, so it's nothing to do with 1 + 2 = 3. That's more of like a kindergarten, 1st grade kind of thing. I'm gonna be dealing with fractions, yay, in math, but I just thought that this was so cute and just so touching for them to do this for me, because they found out that I am now a full-time teacher. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I wanted to let Erica and Saria know that I love them very much, and thank you so much for always being 100% supportive in everything that I do. I love you girls so much. So even though this means I will be less on YouTube, does not mean that I will you lose contact with me forever. I will still be as responsive as I have been on Instagram, so if you do send me DMs, I will still answer you. I'm not the type of person to just leave you on red or to just completely ignore you. It might take a little bit longer now because obviously I'm going to be a lot busier with other things, but I just want you guys to know that I'm not leaving. It's just gonna be a little bit of a break for YouTube. And even though I am going to be taking a break from filming, it does not mean that there's not gonna be videos coming up. So I do have, I think maybe 7 or 8 more videos that I have filmed already, and they will be coming out soon. But once those 8 videos are done, and I will let you guys know on Instagram like what is the last video that is going to be coming out, and then like I will not be filming for a while, or I'll let you know when I'll be filming again. I just wanted to let you be aware that the videos that are going to be coming out after this video are videos that I've already filmed before, so that's why they're coming out. So I'm gonna try my very hardest to edit as many of those videos as I can and get those out for you, but just know that it's not going to be as frequent as my uploading schedule has been. I just wanted to share this with you guys because you do play a big part in my life, and I didn't want to keep you guys in the dark. I wanted to let you know what was happening. So just wish me luck on this new journey that I am about to take. I'm gonna need a lot of just like all of that positivity from all of you. Although I love what I do, I know it is going to be hard. It's going to be a very big adjustment, and I just want to make sure that that transition goes as smoothly as possible. So thank you so much, Damsels, for listening to me babble on and on about this. Like I said, I am very excited for this new chapter in my life. Thank you so much, Damsels, for watching. I hope wherever you are in this world, you are having a magical day. Bye.